Also, I'm with Patty here. If you thought about getting this game, then stop waiting and go get it. Okay, we unlocked a bunch of stuff. Let's try and beat 5 BC again. Wonder if we can actually get the scythe from the recycling tubes. There's a quick bow over there. There's a lightning bolt. Oh yeah, you can get the scythe. There they are. Oh, that answers that question. Okay, so since we want to try and win, let's go with a really, really safe build. How about that? I had this game unplayed for years, started playing it 2 weeks ago, nearly got 70 hours, played 2 weeks later. Game rules. This is the best roguelike there is. I think Dead Cells currently is peak roguelike performance.
That's a long time, I think.
33 months is indeed a long time. Thank you very much, Beard Chazen. Needs a lot more content. I've heard a lot of good things about Hades, but I haven't played it yet. Oh god! Feisty, thanks for 33 months as well. I appreciate it. From League Teamfight Tactics. This is certainly a good thing to drag you away from that. Recycling tubes have always, well, not always, but they have been in the game for quite a while now. You unlock them by beating Hand of the King at 1 BC or higher. One second.
PSI_J0 Kerr gifted a tier 1 sub to Razmataz_88.
There we go. Oh wow, we have a hype train going. Chat, can we keep it up? There is a hype train starting in the chat. We can keep this up by gifting subscriptions to the channel to unlock exclusive hype train emotes to the channel. Also, bits.
All aboard Choo Choo.
All aboard Choo Choo. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Patty. And also, thank you, Joker, for gifting a subscription to Razmataz. I appreciate it. Thanks for initiating that subtrain. We're currently past level 1, up to level 2. The way this works is the higher the subtrain goes, or the higher the hype train goes, the better the unlocks are going to be for the community at the end of it. You guys currently have, apparently, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to get this hype train to the next level. To upgrade the rewards for all of you. And in exchange, I'm gonna make a lot of money. I mean, Twitch is going to give you some pretty sweet emotes for your efforts. You should definitely check them. Cheese Banana, thanks for the subscription. And adding more points to our hype train. Can we get the train to level 5? We managed it last time. I wonder if we can do it again. Let us do it, chat. Any amount of bits is going to help. Any sub gift, any subscription is going to keep this hype train going.
Varanth gifted a tier 1 sub to Patty. They have given 8 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much for the sub gift, Varanth. I appreciate it. I need an adult streamer wants to do it. I want to do it all day, too. So you better be careful. Currently halfway towards reaching level 3 on our hype train, chat. That'll be the equivalent of like 2 more subs then, from what I can tell.
Cho prods.
Trunks! Oh, wait. Oh, Patty! Wait, I'm so
Patty
confused.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Kleck.
Patty, thanks for the sub gift. And Trunks, thanks for the resub at 31 months. That's amazing. Thank you, you two. I appreciate that. We actually did complete level 2. On to level 3, chat. Let us get those top tier rewards. For everyone in chat. Join the hype now. Here on Twitch.tv, we don't actually generate the hype. We are the hype. Can pay it forward. Oh, tag him, sub him. I like that. It's a pretty sick one. Now, obviously, there's no obligation to subscribe to cheer biddies, but if you want to keep that hype train going, chat, now is your chance to get us to level 4. For another 330. Your subs are gonna count even more, and your bits, than they usually do. Definitely give it a thought. And join us in this hype hour. How much you need tonight, I don't know. I have no idea.
Kleck gifted a tier 1 sub to Talarisk.
Kleck, thank you very much for the sub gift. Greatly appreciated. Ooh! Wow, I didn't get hit there. I did not get hit there. I'm just too good at this game. Thank you so much for the sub gifts. Oops, something. Dropped something. I think you dropped a sub, Kleck. But don't worry, we'll treat it well around here. 33% through the hype train. Level 3. Pretty sure that's gonna be 2 more subs to reach next level.
Ongi gifted a tier 1 sub to Venedy.
Ongi!
They have given 10 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you so much! Up to 57%, 2.5 minutes left at level 3. Can we make it? Chat, if you have any stored up bits or sub money, this is the time to use them. Reward the community. Be awesome with us. I've been trying to beat the eye thing in sewers to get to the spider rune. Any tips on how to beat it? Don't get hit. No, I mean, yes, but... Conjunctivitis is pretty tough. One thing to note is that at the start of a phase, he usually starts off with charging at you. He always starts off with charging at you, actually. So keep in mind that the first attack is always going to be a charge attack and prepare accordingly. Oh fuck. But the
more hype.
But the real tough part about conjunctivitis, at least from my experience, is the tentacles. Where you really just always gotta keep a big eye, starting from second phase, on the one tentacle that goes to either the far left or the far right and then swipes across the floor. You gotta keep a close eye on where that tentacle comes from at all times to try and dodge it. Shields work well to do so, obviously, but just dodging out of the way is definitely very effective too. A Bloodthirsty shield works really well. Like, if you can dodge that tentacle, you usually bleed all of them. Ninja Penguin, thanks for the 300 biddies too. I appreciate it. We have 50 more seconds to get through that level 3 on the hype train. Pretty sure a single sub does it at this point. Pretty sure the single sub does it at this point. 40 more seconds to get us to level 4. Can we do it, chat? Do you have it in you? Do we as a community have it in us? Let's go. Only 24 seconds left. Gonna be there real soon. 15 more. It's all I have. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for the 5 biddies, SMN. 10 more. Is there gonna be a sub coming in? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done. That's level 3 though. You received a level, that's level 2 though. Level 2 Hype 3 Nemo. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I haven't seen too many of these, I think. Do that. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a Bigfoot emote. Pretty sick. Those emotes are so weird. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us on this hype train. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. How am I playing the DLC? I got access from Motion Twin to stream this today early. Today and tomorrow for that matter, before it releases. Faishi! Thank you so much for the 46 biddies. Flamethrower turret? Oh wait, we're green, right? This is garbage. Oh my god, that foot. Also, how's the DLC so far? The DLC is fantastic. Big recommend from me. Certainly want to play a lot more of it. Insada, welcome. Alright, Arboretum. Attempt number 3. We have a ranged weapon this time, so I'm not as worried about spikers. Yeah, scythes are very tough to use, but they're super fun. Oh god! Save me, owl! What the fuck? The scythes are very clunky, for sure. But, I enjoyed them. They're just a bit tough to use in the next level because there's so many enemies that just try to snipe you so quickly. Also, welcome, Matt. That is one superb owl. I love the owl, but it unfortunately doesn't really have a place on this build. I'm really just waiting to, hello? I'm really just waiting to replace that with something that's green. The special green beat. Hey, Feisty! Yeah. Speaking of superb owls and birds, Pete, ladies and gentlemen. That is also one superb bird. Oh god, I just got charged by that guy. What about Mushroom Boy? He's adorable. He's adorable. I blew him up a bunch of times too, and chat got really upset with me. It's a good time though. Welcome back, Callie. I haven't tried the fans so far, but we have unlocked them. Unfortunately, they're red and purple, so we're probably not going to see them today. Or not on this run, rather. Have I won anything while I was away? The first attempt we did died to Hand of the King. That last run died horribly at the hands of me not being able to use the scythe very efficiently yet. Did the mushroom just say YOLO? Yep. Every enemy says that, in fact, when they fall off of a slope. As far as I've been told, I'm not sure that's true, but as far as I've been told, the enemies were never really intended to fall off, like to be able to just be pushed off like that or jump off themselves. But instead of fixing it, the devs apparently just made them say YOLO whenever it happened. At least how I've been told. Which is honestly pretty amazing. You're not green. Wait, is that all? No. There's a solo thing up there. Why fix a bug when it's a funny bug? Exactly. Oh, what? Wow. He actually got that off. God, I'm playing so bad. I played so well the first time I got here. And now I'm just getting owned every time. Very sad. Not a bug, it's a feature. Why not make it a feature, you know? An unintended one, but it's still a feature. It's a pretty amazing feature at that, even though it was unintended. How did I not get hit there? I freaking hate mushrooms. What?
Props high.
Pindas, thank you very much for 37 months of support. Dude. So bad. Actually terrible at this video game. I don't like this. This mushroom is gonna be the end of me. Okay, we're good. Get gold as well as a cell. Sure. And main stat. We have 0 red now. That shotgun seems OP if you were to ask me. It's really not. It's got quite a bit of downtime where you can't do anything at the end of the animation. Most weapons you can interrupt the animation at almost any point in time in order to pull up your shield. But there's a rather large frame on this weapon that leaves you vulnerable. It's pretty strong damage-wise, though. The owl betrayed me. I'm gonna take these guys down here. There we go. Nope. No gold as well as the cell on that one. There's that stupid mushroom. Really? Chad, why am I so bad at this video game? I feel like I shouldn't be taking this much damage anymore in the Arboretum. Yeah, that's true, Bender. I just don't think mine has that. Nope. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with being open at the end of the animation quite a bit. Oh, that is so nice of you to let me grab that scroll, Mushroom Boy. If I could actually replace that owl with something that actually does damage, that'd be so nice. Nope. No, no, just won't happen. I'll try. I have a lot of money. Amazing. Incredible. Owl will remember that. It's gonna backstab me by aggroing the next elite. Oh, there's a guy. We have far too many melee stacks again at this point. Which enemies in the game annoy me the most? Training dummies are pretty far up there. Oh god. Mushrooms also. Mushrooms are definitely up there. That's some of the most annoying enemies in the entire game. They just so easily disrupt you. Wait, you can run over the plant. That is largely unfair. Oh, well. Oh, that was lovely. Okay. I am much more comfortable with that weapon. Comfortable, by the way. That's one way to lose your first flask. There's our one Sal, and right now the knife throwers are at the start annoying me the most. Knife throwers are jerks. I really wish I hadn't spent all that money on re-rolling for nothing. Down there. Nope. Almond sweep. It's a good weapon if you can manage to find it on a red or purple run. I'm pretty happy with that bow though. Marksman bow is really strong. The only thing I'm once again not happy with is the fact that we're still running this stupid owl. What? Wow, I just got comboed. I just got comboed pretty hard. Not getting the kill streak on this level is going to very much hurt me as well. Just getting another shot at a good green item would have been really nice. The morass. The random ass ball and chain. Pan boomerang. It's nothing really worth writing home about down there. But at the same time, there was still a scroll left. And I really need the money. We're really far behind on money currently. Oh. That's gonna deal more damage than the owl. I like that better because I can throw it down a ledge and attack things that are kind of impractical to attack. I mean, they're both ass, don't get me wrong, but seems like less ass. Oh, that did nothing. Did nothing. For my next trick, I am going to find a boomerang I'm not going to use. Boomerang certainly isn't terrible, but I have one of my favorite weapons in the game, so don't think we're going to be swapping. Okay. Let's not actually die in the morass this time, which should be a lot easier with a shield. Okay. Okay, extended healing. We're gonna hope to find a bunch of elites so we can get rid of some elite charges. Where can you go after the morass follow-up boss? You can go either to Stilt Village or the graveyard. Okay, no boss here again. Nothing? I still feel like this level... I still feel like this stage was made under the notion of how can we make everything here as miserable as possible. Okay, that was me just being bad, but for the most part, this level is really fucking hard. This might be the hardest level in the game. I'm obviously gonna have to play it more and get better at it. But it's definitely gonna be up there. Morass is definitely gonna be up there. So this boss is instead of Watcher or Concierge. Oh yeah, there's a third boss. Oh, that was rude. That barrier was just rude. Another Valman's Whip, sick. Do get rid of the Malaise charge though, and because we got hit by the mid-boss buff instead of the actual mid-boss, we didn't get a Malaise stack there, so we successfully removed some Malaise. I would still appreciate if we could get through this while reducing some Malaise and also getting the 60 kill door. Okay, please give me a giant whistle or something. This one's double green. It also costs 73k though. That was my first. Okay. This level could also use a teleporter or two more. Oh, we're gonna be buying that flask charge, 88.5. We have gold as well as a cell affix as well, so we should be able to get that pretty easily. Where the hell am I gonna get a giant whistle from, though? Looks like Ancient Sewers and Cavern had an evil little baby. Definitely very evil. It just feels like they took every single ambushing enemy in the entire game and put them in one level. Just for like, hey, this is the level you get ambushed in. Welcome to hell. On a more positive note, this bow should be really, really good against Malmatic. That was a bit rude. I also still want to know if it's intentional that there's significantly less upgrades on this path. It really just feels like you're under-leveled quite a bit on this. So even if you get through this, like the rest of your run is going to be a lot harder compared to just taking one of the old paths. But that might have been intentional. Who knows? Yo, what up? Symmetrical lands? No, I don't think so. Maybe if I wanted to die, I would take the symmetrical lands. Like, if I wanted to guarantee die to this chest, I would take it. We should be able to find 10 enemies before we run into one of those mid-boss dudes. So that's nice. Hope we are. Being cursed in this level isn't Mooncast enough. Else teleporting after me? No? Okay. Okay, 2 more kills. Sweet. One curse, symmetrical lanes. You die before your swing. Do hit the enemy. Oh boy, will they be. Symmetrical lance doesn't even do that much damage, I find, outside of crits, to be honest. The third hit is pretty strong, but that's kind of about it. Oh, inconvenience, sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying. If it crits, the symmetrical lance is kind of nice, but yeah. I really loved the symmetrical lance when I started playing this game at the very start, but not anymore. That guy, oh god, yeah, this is just... This is just the standard Morass experience. Play well for a while, and then you have like 5 of these guys spawn at the same time and murder you. What the fuck is this? At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just legally not allowed to run a green skill, a second green skill. Ooh, a legendary thing. The Hayabusa boots. Feel suddenly a lot less good about that. It's not even a skill. Like, if it was just a legendary skill, I would have taken it regardless of what it was. I would have taken it regardless of what it was, just for the sake of getting 1 green. These aren't even good. Like, that's so sad. That is tragic. Actually tragic. Oh hey, please? Just give me something green. I don't even care what it is. That's green, but that's the main thingy. Is that better? Is that better? That's the same DPS. It's like slightly better. Slightly is enough to actually take it. Imagine this run actually finding like a giant whistle or something. That would be out of control. Okay, I still don't have 8850 for that flask recharge, which I thought we were actually able to easily get, especially because we do have a medallion that gets us gold as well as a salary. Blow dart guys suck. I hereby declare these guys can go die in a fire. I hope every blow dart guy in Dead Cells steps on a Lego at the same time. Hey teams. Calm down, Satan. There's nothing to calm down. That is literally how bad they are. Speaking of bad, you really expect me to fight this elite game? Okay, that is gonna come back. Let's just dodge out of the way of that one. Double main stat gold as well as a cell. That's gonna help pump up our damage a bit. So much HP. This is a purple one. I'm supposed to die in 1 hit. What is this? What is this abomination? Oh wait, this isn't a purple one. This is a green one. That's why I have so much HP. Never mind, I'm derping it. I was still living in the past. Another one? Really? I mean, if they keep dropping me they keep dropping me the cough syrup, I'll take it. Oh, it didn't drop me a cough syrup. That seems unfair. How did I get bad seed? I got a key from the devs. Stream it a day early. Okay, we got the thing. Everything here is clear, so we just want to clear out this area, which has more of these assets, which is not to my liking. Already hate this. Gonna let this guy get away. We can snipe him from here. Also, a quick reminder that if you guys enjoy the stream, I would gladly appreciate it if you could drop a follow. I am going to be streaming this game, and this DLC in particular, quite a bit over the course of the next week. Because I want to get good and bring you guys some quality gameplay. So hit that follow button if you haven't done so yet. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay. Oh, what? Wow, I didn't realize you could throw over that. Sick. I just got outplayed. To be fair, this whole run has been one big outplay from the game against me. Ooh! What's that? Smoke bomb. Oh. Never mind. A fitting drop from these guys, though. Okay, that's the end of the level. I used that thing in the alpha build, didn't like it too much. Well, we can give it another chance once we unlock it. Once we unlock that bad boy. Okay, we're done here, right? Don't see anything else to do. Let's go beat up Mama Tick. Still a bunch of enemies coming up in this room. Or not. Level. Please give me a green skill. I earned the 60 kill door. Please give me a green skill. Oh no, dude. We would have, to be fair, we'd have 19 main stat, which is not that bad. We'd have 19 main stat if we had a proper skill here. Oh, there was a potion charge, right? I guess we're not going to take the flash charge then. Fuck me. gonna buy the next one. We're just not gonna use a potion, and we're gonna buy the next one, and it's not gonna make a difference. Alright. Okay, sweet. Flawless on this guy is a bit luck dependent. Because like that in-between stage where the arms, the sights come up from below, can sometimes really fuck you up. Like, you dodge out of the way in one scythe and you just dodge right into the next one. Like, I didn't get, like, RNG cucked there, I just played bad, but... Giant take outfit, that sounds awesome. But it was still a good fight. Still a good fight, for sure. Okay, would still like to find a green skill. What a still village. We went to Graveyard last time we made it here. Okay. Oh. Wasn't the swarm green? I want a skill that gives me green stats ups. We could have taken the swarm grenade, it would have done a bit more damage than the cluster grenade, but really only slightly because swarm is weak AF. I guess it would have been worth considering at least, though. I guess you're right. We'll find something green on this level. Like something properly green. What do we got? Nothing. Garbage. Eek! It's quite an elaborate dodge here. Okay. Oh, hi. How you doing? See all these one-shots I'm not getting? That's certainly from me not having a second skill that ups my green. That ups my survival. Probably best to leave that melon on the ground as much as I would like to take it. I'm very familiar with this level, obviously, because we're past DLC area now, so I don't think I'm gonna have to use this melon for anything other than reduce my malaise infection, but we might as well keep it around. Never mind, if I keep playing like this, I'm gonna need this melon real fast. I shouldn't have to, though. That's what I'm saying. Shouldn't have to. Also, this is really not a whole lot of damage. Like, Necromancy is gonna fix this pretty easily. You ever just, like, choke on your own words really hard, though? Yeah, me neither. Can you come down here? I would like to crit you. He got delayed by the swarm. He got delayed by the freaking worms. That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, nope. Now we're back to 100% of our HP. Which kind of just ties back in with what I said about that swarm. About that melon, I mean. But we might get caught in a series of unlucky hits, I guess. Or just really bad hits. Ooh, wolf trap! Oh, poisons the enemy. Okay, we're gonna take that though, because at least it scales off of green. Oh, this would be insane if it gave us at least one green. Poisonous wolf trap? That's nutty. Actually nutty. Want to keep the double green shield. Okay, we're gonna buy this bad boy. And like I said, now it's gonna be as if we never forgot to buy that other flask. Easy. Really? Really? So chat, how you liking the DLC so far? For those of you who have been watching for a while. What are your thoughts so far? Are you gonna buy that seed? Looks cool. I really like the mushroom guy. I think everyone likes the mushroom guy. Little mushroom boy is pretty amazing. I'll pick it up next time I can afford for sure. Dude. Pops has sold me the DLC. Give him a cut if you want. I don't need a cut. Being able to sit here and play this early is enough. I knew I was gonna be enjoying this before I even played it the first time in the alpha. But playing it like this now, the finished product, makes it even better. Like, I've been recommending the hell out of this game. I've been recommending the hell out of this game before the DLC came out. And I still do now. Recommend the hell out of it, DLC included. I just came in and haven't seen anything, but I know I'll buy it on release. A good attitude to approach this with. I mean, I can tell you this much. If you love Dead Cells, if you love base Dead Cells, you're gonna love this DLC too. Guaranteed. It's really good. Not so bad at the game, some of the new content looks intimidating. This whole game is basically one big intimidating monster. So I definitely get that. But in the end, a lot of this game is just about practicing and attempting the hard stuff over and over, and it's no different with that, with the new areas. I definitely got the boss down fairly easy, which makes sense because it's the first boss in the run, right? So it's not going to be uber hard. But even the new areas, Morass is very intimidating. But the other one, the greenhouse, I forgot the name. It's actually a pretty solid level. Like it has a decent amount of difficulty because you have to get used to the Eater's strange behaviors. But other than that, it's a fairly tame level actually. Definitely don't let the game scare you away from it. Arboretum, thank you. And I also promise you that I started out sucking at this game as well. So you'll definitely get there if you enjoy the game and if you play it a bit. Okay. So do we re-roll the wolf trap or do we just get a giant whistle in here finally? There's another wolf trap. It's double purple too. Guess we might as well get the Wolf Trap 10S and reroll that one, right? Instead of the Wolf Trap 7. Are we gonna keep that Wolf Trap though? I mean, it's not exactly a banger against the giant. I'm gonna not waste any money on this Wolf Trap, assuming that we get rid of it. I forgot to deliver that in the last. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna be swapping out the Wolf Trap in this level. Oh no. Thought I had a bit more time there. How many jumps we got? 3. Oh, that was certainly unfortunate. That's fine though, very early hit, nothing to worry about. Can still easily get the kill streak. Nope. Nope. On fort. Should try and look for a punishment. punishment, you say? Oh, this sucks, dude. Where are the lanterns in this? This is... Wow, this is one of the worst sepulchres I've ever seen. Crazy. Oh, there's the... Nope, triple red amulet. Not what we're looking for. I still don't have a second double green skill. To be fair, this one was more by choice because I decided not to reroll the wolf trap, but still. At least at this point I can't completely blame the game anymore. Still, we're in Sepulchre and we haven't seen like a good opportunity to get double green here. In our second skill. Okay. There's our curse chest. Kept the enemies alive on purpose here so I can go back and kill them. Okay, uncursed. My heart. You suck. There's a wall inside. There's a lamp inside the wall again. So that does seem to be a more common occurrence on this patch. Either that or I never noticed it before. Come on. Actually, I have no money. What's a death orb though? 72 grand. I'm probably gonna be able to buy the death orb. I want to be able to buy that death orb. Nope. No more challenge runes in 5 BC. I mean, I must have missed at least one of them at this point. Oops. I've probably been getting challenge rooms at some point today, and I just haven't seen them. Seems rather unlikely that we spent this entire time without getting challenge room. How do you unlock Death Orb? That is a good question that I can't answer. It sells needs a bot similar to Spire Info. That lets you like do exclamation point Death Orb and it tells you how you get a Death Orb. Missed the wall rune just now. Go back and check. Like in here? That Death Orb just died of Death Orb. Oh well. Taking way too much damage today. I'm just not playing that well. Leave it to me to wait for this day to be able to play Dead Seed, Bat Seed for months, and then to play like a complete dingus the moment it comes out. How are you angling your arrows up and down? It does that automatically. If you're close enough to enemy, it's gonna auto aim at it. Gonna make this. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not angling them myself. The game does that for me. Sometimes does it in a really bad fashion when it prioritizes these bats, for example, and just flings the arrow right over the immediate threat in front of you, though. Ooh. I'll take it. Not a whole lot of enemies left here. Yeah, we're gonna go get that Death Orb. I think that's gonna be super nifty versus the giant. Or was it? Yoink. Certainly better than a wolf trap against the giant. 30 main. Ooh. Oh. 30 main stat. This run is definitely looking a lot better than the last time we made it to the giant. We have a much better shield and some DPS outside of the bow too. So this run should be a lot easier for us to I just took disengagement instead of emergency triage, but that should be fine. Not really expecting to take damage anyway. Okay. It's looking much better than the last fight. Oh shit. Once again doing a not so good job of critting the eyeball. There you go. Oh, I can't crit shit here. God, this punishment. Oh god. Oh fuck. I thought he was charging. Damn it. Nope. Oh god, no. Not a huge fan of the setup. God, bad fight. What a bad fight. Hey Malu, welcome. The giant music is truly epic, I agree. At least we didn't use a flask. Alright. Hello. What's the lore behind this game? There's too much lore surrounding this game for me to, like, explain all of it to you. But as you crawl through this level, or through these runs, more of it is revealed to it. But basically, you're in a kingdom where basically nearly everyone at this point has died to the Malays, and as you go through, you learn that there was a king that basically just brought down this kingdom for the hell of it, just for the hell of bringing it down. And you also learn about an alchemist who lost himself in the process of trying to find the cure. And this is gonna go into heavy lore spoiler territory, but I assume most people at this point who are watching don't really care or know about it. But spoiler warning, as you go on, it's slowly revealed to you by the giant, especially, that you're actually playing as the evil king that brought down the kingdom. And eventually the entire story leads to you learning who the alchemist is, who turns out to be one of the NPCs that has been with you for the entire run, and he's the alchemist, and in the end he's trying to kill you. But again, this game has like huge lore bits, and it's probably easiest to look them up on the wiki if you want to read the full lore of the game, or at least the full lore snippets that the game gives you. But as you go through this game, it is slowly revealed to you that you're the bad guy. Although I gotta say, I've never personally seen Dead Cells as a very lore-heavy game. Like, you could remove the entire lore from this game and just leave it what it is, and I would still enjoy it as much. It's funny that the lore is good, but the devs didn't really want to tell a story at first and change their mind. Probably because a lot of people demanded lore as the game grew, would be my guess. I wasn't there for the super early stages of the game. But I would imagine that's something along these lines. Like whenever there's like a major game that has a large following, but the game doesn't really have that much lore, those games are usually surrounded by like an angry mob of people who want their game to have lore. I don't know. It's not that important for me personally, but I can understand why people would want it. Notice roguelikes are like that. The core thing about a roguelike, really, with the randomization and everything, is that the game is going to have a lot of replay value. And a game that has so much replay value doesn't really need to tell that big of a story. Because hearing that story over and over and over again during all the replays would generally, I would consider to be a bad thing, actually. Like, if this game had any lore that would repeat every single run, that'd be a huge turnoff for me if I would have to listen to the same lore bits every time. And obviously, I mean, it would have an option to leave them out, because you can turn off lore rooms even in the game settings, but still. Games like this, or Necrodancer, or The Binding of Isaac work incredibly well because they tell their lore either in bits, like this one, or they just give you an introduction to it, and then basically give you almost no lore over the course of the entire run. I mean, obviously you get lore bits every once in a while in Necrodancer, but that's kind of about it. Isaac just tells you a beautiful story at the very start, and then just never mentions lore in the greater scheme of things anymore, except for the very end of the runs. I get that. I personally have a lot of trouble. Do I want that? I don't think I do. I personally have a lot of trouble following these lore bits. Like, people wanted me to do a Dark Souls playthrough, and I eventually did. And that game hurls a lot of lore at you. But only in really small bits, right? Like every once in a while you get a bit of lore. But I personally have big problems piecing that lore together. Like if I find some bit of lore in Dark Souls and then like 3 hours later in a completely different area I find a bit of lore about the thing I heard about three hours ago, I'm not gonna be able generally to piece that together. And that's definitely a me issue, but it's a thing that makes it a lot less enjoyable for me personally when lore is told in that way. Even for this game, I had to pretty much sit down on the wiki page for the game's lore and read all the bits in succession to really understand what's going on. Old Dark Souls lore. Isaac lore is a bit lacking, and all the leaning towards religious themes makes it weird. I never felt like the Isaac lore was weird. I mean, Isaac doesn't really have very much lore. It's like, hey, this is your mom, she's gonna try and kill you. The end. Like, that's the Isaac lore. And that's good for a game like that, because you're not gonna go through Isaac thinking about the lore the entire time, right? At least I don't. I mean, I don't know how it's for other people, but when I'm in caves too, I'm not thinking about my mom who I ran away into the basement from. The game doesn't really remind you of that either, so there's not really any need when you're immersing yourself into the game to think about that, right? And then there is Spire lore, which there's also almost none of, right? Like, you get a bit of lore in, like, the book events, and you get the glowing Tesseract in Act 3. But, like, we still don't know to this date why we're in the Spire. Like, we have no idea how we got there. Before going nuts. Yeah. That's once you piece all the endings together. Sure, but that's gonna take you forever to get to that point. You're in the Spire because of the power of friendship. Alright, I should have noticed that with all the friends you have in the Spire. It's actually a really straightforward one. How did that not dawn on me yet? Question, where's the door for the DLC? Can't seem to find it. Yes, I already have a key for it. It's behind the vine. It's behind the vine, generally in the same vicinity as the door to the toxic sewers. In that area, there's going to be a teleporter to take you to the entrance to the Arboretum. You guys mean Slay the Spire? Yes. I played that game quite a bit too. I'm ass at it though. I'm friends with some pretty good Spire players. I'm unfortunately not one of them. I enjoy card games an immense amount. I love card games, but I'm just not good at them. I'm much better at these reaction-based roguelikes like this and Isaac, you know, Necrodancer. That's more my cup of tea, personally. Damn, so NG Plus is needed? No, you just need the Vine rune, which is in Promenade. I think Vine is in Promenade? I'm pretty sure Vine is in Promenade. That is enough greatness for one human. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Like, I'm not saying that, like, knocking myself down for it. I just know that I have a ton of friends who are better at Slay the Spire than I will ever be. And that's fine. Like, you don't need to be good at every game. I thoroughly enjoy Spire. But in terms of, like, good gameplay, I can definitely serve you more in a game like Dead Cells. What is this Plunger bow? This is the Marksman bow. Marksman bow deals critical hits at long range. Which is a bit of a loose description, to be fair, but about half the screen seems accurate to land crits with a Marksman bow. Slay the Spire is needlessly hard, Neoverse is much more fun and has sexy waifu. Can't really give an informed opinion on that one. I like Spire. I think it's really difficult, but it tries to be really difficult. Which door are we missing? By the way, the gimmick in this level, for those of you who might have not seen it, is that there's 3 different pairs of doors in 3 different colors. Red, blue, and green. And as you might have seen from the former 2, behind every door there's an elite fight, which is gonna award you a key. And you need 2 of them to go to the throne room, where the next boss waits for us. But you can get the 3rd one optionally, and it's gonna give you another scroll of power. So we definitely want to go for that upgrade. Marksman bow is very spicy. Marksman bow is one of those weapons that does large crit damage. Like, if you look at this. 13k damage on regular hits, 81k damage on crits. So it does about 5 times the damage on crits that it does on regular hits. Which means you're pretty much going to be one-shotting most of everything as long as you're critting. But if you're not, you're in a bit of a pickle. So you generally want to pair the Marksman bow with things that protect you if things get close to you. Because this bow sure ain't killing anything if it's in your face. Almost ran into that. We'll wait to see how he use against bosses. To be fair, my plan was actually to drop it after this floor. I think I'm still gonna go through with that. We have a perfectly valid Flawless sitting in one of the stores in this level. So, probably just gonna go for that. That is not the store I was talking about. The general strategy, like, this bow is still pretty good against the giant and against basically every first boss. But it's gonna start getting really bad real fast after this level, so the plan is generally to drop it here. Which we're gonna do. Flawless is pretty nice, especially because of double green Flawless. Come to Papa. Okay, so Flawless crits as long as we haven't taken damage in the last 15 seconds. Which I don't really expect to hold for the entire Hand of the King fight, but it should still be fine. Hand of the King can shield himself from projectile shots from the front. So he's a bit of a dick in terms of going up against him with ranged builds. So even I, as someone who really loves every ranged weapon in Dead Cells, like to swap over to a melee weapon at this point. Would have preferred a giant killer. But I'm certainly not going to complain against the Flawless. This is like the perfect time to find a giant killer if you're red or green. But yeah, alas. It shan't be. Alright, 26,000 HP. That's really not that much. Gonna keep these. Definitely not gonna keep these. What do we got? We want Necromancy. Or the sweet Malaise reduction after that level. We want Dead Inside for 50% more HP and Emergency Triage. Health potions only restore 45%, but speed is increased by 300% and completely protects you for 3 seconds. A pretty clutch mutation. Alright, let's fight this bad boy. Yo, what up? This is about to explode. Wait. Okay, we want to wait for our Death Orb to come back before we kill this guy. Oh, I'm so bad at this game, dude. Oh god. Actually really surprised I didn't get hit by that. Oh fuck. Okay. You can spin around on the second hit and not the third, yeah. The second hit doesn't have to go in the same direction as the first, but the third will always go in the same direction as the... The third will always go in the same direction as the first. Alright. Didn't take a flask, so that's nice. Didn't flawless him though, so it was a bad fight by virtue of us not flawlessing Hand of the King. Remember kids, if you take damage against the hardest boss in the game, you suck at it. That's definitely how that works. I can't even swap my mutations. I mean, that's okay, but... It's sad. I'm so bad at this game, says guy on 5 BC while I struggle at 2 BC. I'm also willing to wager that I have a lot more hours at this game than you do, though. I've played this one for quite a bit. Don't give up. We all started out being bad at this game. Plus, if you got to 2 BC, you've gotten farther than the majority of people who played this game. I did see the animated trailer of Bad Seed. It made me quite wet. It's a good trailer. Woo. Nope. Ion! Oh god, check. Ion, thank you so much for 20 months of support. Greatly appreciate it. I'm not gonna fight that guy without my freeze grenade up. Fuck that. Where are we at? So the catch with this level is that there's 2 different keys here protected by elites. And we need them because to the very far right of the level there's always a tower structure where we need the Allen key to get into and then the lift key to use the lift at the very end of the tower. Really? You're gonna do me dirty like that, shield guy? Just freeze. Hey Lakar, welcome. Welcome to not being a poopy yet. Also welcome to our Dead Cells Bad Seed pre-release celebration or something like that, I don't know. We're playing Dead Cells, new DLC. I've been waiting for you the entire run and now you show up way too expensive for me to afford you. That is quite tragic. Oh god, birds. For a moment I thought we were talking about... I always talk about you, Lakar. Isn't everything on this channel about you in a way? I mean, I might as well try to find a giant killer, but I'm not going to be able to afford it. And you mentioned me being expensive. Depends how you define expensive, I guess. Oh, that's the guy I was looking for. Elevator key! Alright. A shielded librarian, my favorite. Okay, we got him. We got him before he did this dirty thing. Bird. Bird is the word. Maybe Frost finds you emotionally expensive. Wait, what? Where the hell are we? I'm at the tower, but I'm already far lower than I anticipated I'd be. I guess I'll take it. Nope, no sadist stiletto for problems. What? Okay, well, miscalculations were made. Alright, welcome to the entrance. Is the bleed mutation essentially mandatory if you want to run the Stiletto? Not necessarily. You can get other sources of bleeding. Red in general has a lot of good mutations. It's definitely very, very good on Stiletto. I don't think I would call it mandatory though. Wait, that was a rune. Ooh, librarian! And die, trash. It's a strong punishment. Is this a new area? No, this is the 5 boss elves exclusive area, but this has been in the game for a really long time. This is basically the end game content. This is the last level that leads up to the final boss. So there's a bit of spoiler territory, I guess, but at the same time, if you're watching a stream about the Bad Seed DLC that hasn't come out yet, then I guess you don't care too much about spoilers. Have we gotten Explorer's Instinct? I have. Alright, we're gonna cheese these birds because we always cheese these birds. Jump down here, make him jump into the lasers, and they both die. Wait, he's alive. Oh, there we go. I knew about the update but never played it. Well, you're in for a ride because we're about to face the final boss of the game. So you get bad RNG seeds. I don't know. This is a pretty good one. This is a pretty good one. Mutations are precious tools. Careful, here. Head inside, disengagement, emergency triage. Let's go. 32k HP. Not much. I mean, it's gonna be enough to beat. It's gonna be enough to beat the boss, but I've been here with like 72k, so 32 is really not that much. Also, shoutouts to the soundtrack. I'm gonna shut up for a second. God, the Astrolabe soundtrack is so good. The song is really only topped by the final boss theme. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, champ. Ramparts music. The Ramparts music is top tier. Great start. I'm so good at this. Oh my god, I'm playing so bad. What the? I don't think I've ever seen this guy spawn there. What the hell? Part of the soundtrack always gives me goosebumps, man. Oh god. So good. Ah! Okay. There you go. Whew. Good fight. Oh, the reflexes of a tree. Took me quite a long time in this game to get used to the parries as well. So this game releases at 6 PM PST tomorrow. I still have plenty of time. I still have plenty of time tomorrow to bring some content ready for YouTube. Probably gonna call the stream here. Check real quick.